Time on Dragon Ball.
We reacted to part 4.
Goten reaches a new height of power far beyond what Krillin was expecting. However, he still couldn't outmatch the strength of his mentor. Shortly after his 10th birthday, they would travel to Kami's Lookout to move their training to the Room of Spirit and Time.
The hyperbolic time chamber.
Before entering, Bulma would randomly appear. But why has she decided to track down her old friend after nearly a decade of silence? After laying eyes
and if you haven't, bro, subscribe to Mondo
on Goten for the decade of silence.
Subscribe to Mondo Cool, bro. He's the one that does these videos, bro. I'm reacting to his stuff, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you subscribe to him as well as subscribe to my YouTube, you know what I'm saying? If you haven't already, you know.
After laying eyes on Goten for the first time, Bulma rushes over to him in a less than modest first impression. She's amazed by the incredible resemblance between him and his father.
Yeah, bro, he looks exactly like Goku. My fault for posing. But yo, Goten has so much potential, bro. He has so much potential, bro. They better not waste it, bro. Season 2 of Super, they better do this man right.
Blurting out, it didn't show that much through the drones. But face to face, they're more similar than she could have imagined. Finally becoming self-aware, Bulma apologizes for being rude and introduces herself properly. Goten says it's nice to meet her. His mom, Krillin, and Grandpa Roshi has told him a lot about her.
Word.
That's when she spots Dende and Popo, turning their direction to greet them. That drone comment doesn't escape Krillin. He questions how she learned of his existence and how she's been watching him. She explains that when she first fixed 16 for the Cell games, she had the surprise of finding all of Jiro's research notes in his database. She then upgraded the spy drones by giving them the same tech Frieza and the Saiyans had. That way she could detect power signatures. She sent them across the Earth and all throughout the solar system. 4 years ago, near Mount Pauzu, they detected an abnormally large power surge for a couple seconds. Imagine her surprise when she got there to find out Goku had another son. That's how she's been able to keep an eye on him all these years. Krillin exclaimed,
"Yo, Bulma is damn near his aunt, bro. So WTT, you know what I'm saying? Like she really keeping an eye on him, you know what I'm saying? Making sure the jit's okay, you know? Like, bro, without even being told, that's sick though. How does she not know? Like, she's mad cool with Chi-Chi, so I don't get why she didn't. My fault.
Another son. That's how she's been able to keep an eye on him all these years. Krillin exclaims that's pretty impressive. But then again, she is the greatest scientific mind in the world. He shouldn't be so surprised by the things she comes up with. He himself is still wondering why he didn't feel Goten turned Super Saiyan the first time he did it. Though the boy quips that's easy to understand. The first time he transformed, it was morning at his mom's place. So just going off time zones, it would have been nighttime on Grandpa Roshi's island.
Factual.
In other words, our bald hero was sleeping. He admits he is a pretty heavy sleeper. Bulma kind of jokes, but really doesn't, that Goten is already smarter than his old man was. Moving forward, Bulma remembers she brought them armor like the ones Goku and Gohan used to train. These new ones are a lot more resistant to damage, and she also changed the blue material to black for style points. Releasing a capsule, she tells Krillin based off her data from their last training session, it appears he's reached a higher power than the one Frieza had when he came to Earth, calling his progress amazing. Retrieving the new armor, Krillin showed these variants are even lighter than the type he wore on Namek. Goten just thinks they look cool. He thanks Bulma again and asks Goten if he's ready to go train.
Nah, bro. Homeboy is a real Saiyan, bro.
Seeing them dressed like this brings back some bad memories for the scientist. Krillin actually feels the same. The last time the two of them saw each other, it was here when they tried to wish their friends back to life. Though it's better they don't dwell on the past, they thought it was the best choice to make. But Goten scoffs they chose the coward's choice.
Facts, mad pussy.
Is cool. His mentor shouts for him to shut up, and he told him to stop saying that.
Mad pussy.
Down.
Yeah, there you go.
Of hearing everyone say they were these great heroes when it's not true. Real heroes would have been wanted to be wished back to life to kill Cell. Instead, they chose to abandon everyone. After a short silence, Bulma chuckles at the boy-ass character, definitely getting it from his mom. She knows how he feels. It took a while for her to accept their decision as well. But he should know, they were the greatest warriors to ever walk the earth, urging him to go train and become the best of them, who promises to do just that. As the pair enter the Room of Spirit and Time, Goten lays eyes on the Void for the first time, before safely assuming there are no video games in a place like this. To break through their limits, our two warriors began their intense training. Hope was blooming once again. Knocking Krillin down. His student asks if he's tired already. He smirks. Barely a month has passed, and the kid is already the better of him. But he can tell he's holding back. To keep training with him would hinder his progression, so he needs Goten to continue by himself. But this confuses the child. He questions what he's talking about. His senior explains he's taught him everything he knows about martial arts. He also thinks he himself has peaked as a warrior. From now on, Goten will need to start working towards what's after Super Saiyan. Several months pass. Breaking through Super Saiyan, Krillin rushes over to him, but Goten grunts he can go even further beyond.
I was Super Saiyan 2 and then went to bulk one.
Hitting his bulk form, his teacher tells him that's great and to now focus is key. But the boy falls out of the transformation almost instantly. It's too powerful for him to handle right now. Krillin admits that is a strong form, but it's useless against Cell. Future Trunks tried it too to no avail. It's probably the first step every Saiyan has to go through to break the limits of Super Saiyan.
It makes you slow.
The good news is he's on the right path. He tells how his father and brother chose to stay in Super Saiyan 24/7 to master it fully. That way, they could take advantage of it during battle. When the pair weren't training, mistakes of the past were told.
He has his
From
dogs
Vegeta's
out.
hubris to Trunks' overestimation of the aforementioned form.
Yeah, bro,
Eventually,
but
the two would emerge back to the regular world.
that form is actually
Popo alerts the others what's going on. Walking out, Goten exhales. It feels
Bro, Krillin looks so much like Tien. Like, bro, just slap on an eye right there. Slap on an eye on his forehead, bro. He's Tien, bro.
so good to see something other than emptiness. Krillin also feels it's
Is that his nipple? No, his nipple should be like here, right? Wow. If that's his nipple, bro, that's sick. My fault.
about time they got out of there. Then expresses his surprise to see Bulma hasn't left. Welcoming them back, Dende states they must be hungry. Surely they'd like something to eat. Which sounds great. It'd be wonderful to have a proper meal after a year of preserved food.
And you could see, bro, this nigga was not taking no type hits, bro. Look, his armor's still here, bro. Look at Krillin, bro. Krillin got done up dirty. He was getting smacked around or something, bro. Cause look, his armor gone. Like, Krillin just looked like a
Food.
my fault.
While the warriors get their grub on, Bulma inquires how their training went, curious if they made any progress. Though Krillin, not so much. Goten, on the other hand, has improved tremendously.
Word.
Who again, just like his dad, excitedly scarfs down his meal before thanking Dende and Popo. Changing back into their regular clothes, Dende notices Goten has gotten a bit taller since going into the room, offering to make him a new gi. Harnessing the power of the clothes beam, Goten exclaims these new clothes fit perfectly. Dende's powers are amazing. When it hits Krillin, he forgot to tell Chi-Chi about training in the hyperbolic time chamber. She's gonna be so mad at him. Goten hadn't thought about that either. He's starting high school soon. Possibly junior high school, and they'll ask his age. Legally, he's 10, but after spending a year in another dimension. Bulma has a simple solution. Only one day has passed out here, so while he may technically be 11, on paper he's still 10. With this, Bulma goes to leave, but first has a little gift for the child. A set of fighting armor and a gravity room. His dad and Vegeta used it a lot for their training. They'll likely be of great use to him too. Thanking her, he also offers gratitude for Dende and Popo for everything. He'll come back to see him and train some more.
Word.
Asking if he's ready. The duo head to below the tower to see Master Korin for a bit. Since they never stopped to say hi before, he figured it would be right for Goten to introduce himself.
She got a couple senses.
Seeing the resemblance to Goku up close, the duo have a similar reaction to the other day. With his training with Krillin complete, Goten offers an extended farewell to his first great teacher. Who else will come around to mentor him into becoming the greatest warrior the Earth has ever seen?
Facts.
And what does the future still hold? Arriving home, Chi-Chi gets some unfortunate blonde flashbacks. Chasing him out of the house, she demands he turn his hair back to black this instant.
Oh, brother,
Later
bro.
that year, Goten would begin attending public school. While still a bit young for the typical high school student, this could be attributed to the world changing since the devastation caused by Cell.
Yeah, bro, he's only
In a
11.
classroom, reminiscent of the one Gohan would attend in another reality. An instructor announces to his class they'll be welcoming a new student today, asking Goten, was it, to please enter the room.
He look like Yajirobe. Yajirobe.
He coyly confirms that is his name, and it's nice to meet him. Getting down to business, he tells the child to take a seat. Looking around, he initially struggles to find an open spot, but someone near the back calls out to him. She points out how obvious it is he's new around here. No one wears those uniforms.
Just like the pub.
She asks where he's from, telling he's from the 439 East District. His new peer can't believe it. That's more than 1,000 kilometers away. Realizing he let a bit too much slip, not wanting to draw attention he can fly at Mach 9,000, he tries to explain this away by claiming his mom has a state-of-the-art 576 jet. Overhearing this ruckus, the teacher demands silence from the two in the back. But even with a jet, it would still take at least 5 hours round trip, muttering he's weird. A couple hours later, he finds himself outside on the baseball diamond. His turn to bat, he rushes to the plate. The pitcher takes note of his novice stance, mocking him for looking what he calls dumb. He bets this is the first time he's ever even played baseball.
Really on Goten's dick for real, bro.
Chortling, let's see what you got, new boy.
Who the fuck is this? Like, Goten will really whoop that ass. He'll like flick you in the forehead and you'll die. I don't know what the fuck go with this nigga talking mad shit about Goten like that. Like, fuck, Goten?
Oh, Goten doesn't take taunting well. And the fact that he knows this kid has already been held back a grade twice doesn't make him feel any better. But to be fair, this is his first time he's ever played baseball. At the same time, he knows he has to keep his powers concealed. His mom told him to lay low and avoid attention. As the bully quips, what's with that hair anyway? Was his dad a porcupine or something?
And now they talking shit about Goku, who's dead in this universe. R.I.P. my nigga Goku. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute, he said...
Anyway, was his dad a porcupine or something?
He got that Vegeta quip. Bastard! That's sick.
Sending the ball into orbit, Goten warns the next time he wants to make fun of he or his family, he'll be launching him into space with a stupid ball. With the message well received.
Homeboy got pressed, I ain't gonna lie. Me personally, I can never get pressed like that.
Understandably, nobody really knows what to say about this. Arriving home that night, his mother questions how his first day of school was. He sheepishly claims he just kept to himself like she asked him to. Across the world, at Kame House, Krillin stands at the shoreline staring into nothingness. Stepping out, Roshi states months have passed, and he still seems just as worried when he first returned from the lookout, bluntly asking his former student what's wrong. Though he says it's nothing, he's simply having trouble sleeping. But the Turtle Hermit reminds Krillin has never been a good liar. Caught, he figures he can never hide anything from him anyway. He's come to realize over the years he's reached his limits. But to see Goten progress so quickly in the room, and not to be able to help him grow has frustrated him to no end. Goten is without a doubt better than Gohan and Goku were, but the lack of a training partner at his skill level will be a hindrance in his journey to reach new heights. The old man tells him to stop underestimating himself. He remembers when he first came here, unable to even land on his feet after jumping from his boat, and now he's playing on the same court as Super Saiyans. His quest for power is great, but as an Earthling that reached his peak, he's afraid he very well may have hit an unbreakable wall. Though he also feels Krillin already has something in mind to remedy this. And that's true. His master asks what that is, a special kind of training or something, which is only partially true. A while later, at Capsule Corp, Krillin just lets himself inside, almost forgetting just how big Bulma's house is. Knowing it won't be easy to find her, he resolves to search for her key. Finding it, he stumbles upon her working on the time machine, both mutually shocked for different reasons. He questions if she plans on going back to the past. Starting at the beginning, she explains how this was the time machine Trunks brought from the future. For now, time is proving their friend's right. But if Cell ever comes back, she's the one who will go back in time to prevent this disaster. Though he feels pretty confident there will be no need. They have Goten now. Calling him an idiot. At the lookout, he told her he was still far from Gohan's level. Now that he's in school, he's got a lot more to worry about than to train for some monster he's never even seen before.
That's fine.
He only knows peace, and it's normal that he wants to live a normal life. He knows, and that's the reason he's come here today. She will probably refuse, but he needs her help. What could Krillin's request be? Does it have anything to do with the time machine? Or is there something else he believes Bulma can help with to push him past his own limits?
Ah! Well, damn. Well, YouTube, this is the end of part 4 of Dragon Ball New Hope. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you turn on post notifications so you get every alert so you could see the next time I post the next part. You know what I'm saying? So be sure to check in. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy KJ Reacts. I'm about to be out with some peace.